I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
I feel like shit.
Monday, happy days. Wednesday, happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, but not so hot. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet,
Just knock it off, you scum bucket.
it's just one of those days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, but not the one. It's just one of those days. Feeling like a freight train. First one to complain. Leaves with the bloodstain. Damn right, I'm a maniac. You better you, cause I'm fucking up your program. And you go stuck up. You just locked up. Next in line to get fucked up. Your best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just
I'm losing my cool.
it's all about the happy days. It's just one of those happy days. It's just one of those happy days. The weekend comes, but not the one. Ready to
I feel like shit. My suggestion is to keep your distance.
right now I'm dangerous. Right now I'm dangerous.
Something's happening to the bonds.
And my day keeps going this way and this way. I'm gonna pop you one so you'll stop playing games. Give me something great. Give me something great. I hope you know I'm like a chainsaw. A chainsaw. A motherfucking chainsaw.
What?
So come and get it.
Good morning.
Hello.
How you doing? Is the day treating you well?
Yes.
Akujin?
Yeah, everything's going all right.
Good, good. So,
Got some bread, fed some ducks.
you fed some ducks. It's
Good
a thing
ducks.
that happens.
They're
No.
good ducks.
Good dogs. Good job.
Hey, it's a thing. So, all right, Skip Person and Fulio and Brian and Bossy Swas and Yan and Jacob and Naomi and Gentleman Bystander, who's been here for a very, very long time, who's been banned from Twitter. Give him the old F. Unfortunate what happened. If things happen to these Twitter accounts for whatever, yeah, they get boot scooted.
He didn't say
Now-
anything about salting foods, did he?
Did you? No, I think he apparently went at Chelsea Handler.
I have no idea who that is.
Called her a name or two. I think it is a comedian. I'm pretty sure. Like a talk show person, because I remember, I feel like there was a late night with Chelsea Handler show. I feel like
Talk
that's
show
a thing.
person and comedian are two things that are mutually exclusive.
They are, but these are the things I'm thinking she claimed. I'm not sure. I don't know them. I'm not familiar with their work. I feel like that was a thing, though. Like, I've heard that fucking name from a time before. Maybe I'm just crazy. Who knows? But it has cost him his account. These things happen. So, I think he's the only one who's lost an account or whatever so far today. I mean, if anybody else takes a fall, let me know. We will give them a decent shout out as well. Everybody get a couple F's in the chat for all the other accounts that can go to the wayside in the future. But there's also a Sergio in chat now, and everybody likes Sergio. So that's
Sergio!
Did you roll the R?
Yes.
You see that? Amount of culture in there. Okay.
Well, if he was a man of culture, he would have Sergio. Official title of Princess Sergio.
Sorry, he's not part of my royal family. I don't have to do that.
You don't. Doesn't have to be part of your royal family, just a prince or a princess.
Yeah, but it means I don't have to address them by title.
Well, you do if you're being courteous.
I am not. Get down.
So, I don't know, I believe, Kyrie, you said that you are kind of in the free and clear for the rest of the holidays, or just
Yes.
straight to the year? Straight through the year, you're good.
Straight through the end of the year.
Very cool. Very cool. These are good things to hear. So you're in an upbeat mood.
Yep.
So I'm sure that you're glad to hear that today we've been requested to look at some things that have to do with the commentary dorks. And
Oh,
therefore
joy of joys. I love those people so much. They make me really happy with my life.
Yeah, we used to just draw from you for that. We would be like, hey, you remember that? And you'd be like, yeah, that's that thing. Well, here's something fun that happened right before the show. When we start talking about all this stuff, Kairu assumes the Tonka and just goes, oh, yeah, I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, what? And then we talk about somebody else gets me. Yeah, I don't know who that is either. Right, we were going to be about 5 or 10 minutes late, but then that happened. And I was like, oh, oh. So we're completely cold. Like, we're not just, we're not a chilly, drink or something like that. This isn't iced coffee, guys. Yeah, this is a snow cone today. You're getting a slushy. We are cold on this. Nobody knows any of these fucking people.
I don't keep up with these losers. I have a life.
Yeah, we know the ones that we knew before. Some of them have made some thing, but any new characters being introduced,
I don't even keep up with the ones from before.
Yeah, they could be Peloponnesian fucking... What was it? Peloponnesian fucking jumping jacks? Not jumping jacks. What's the thing? No, pogo sticks. Peloponnesian pogo sticks. Maybe a Peloponnesian pogo stick for all I know.
What the fuck's a Peloponnesian?
Well, that was the thing. It was a show we did. It was a while back. You gotta draw back on that. But again, that's the thing. It's been a while. All right, people forget things, and then you combine on top of that new characters jumped into the fray and did a bunch of weird shit that. Well, I don't know. Who is that? Who's that supposed to fucking be?
The new characters they introduced for this season are really boring.
Well, I think that's kind of the thing, as is customary. Once you go through first string, then you're second string, third string, fourth, and it's the reverse of a pyramid. You're going down, and it's getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner because you just can't give a shit. Just can't give a shit. Well, we can get there. We can get there. So, I think I had already said hello to Slacker, but in case I didn't, hello, Slacker.
Slacker man.
So, all this kicks off with the, I don't know, the shit like a year ago with the Susie Lou and the anime shit. And all of these fucking jokers, they came rolling in. Because, I don't know, they could convince kids of the dumb shit they were saying, but and nobody else bought that shit. Any grown folk look at that as dumb. But whatever. But they came rolling in one after the other, just dumb motherfucker after dumb motherfucker doing dumb motherfucker shit. And each one of them, I think, is even... They've all backed off of it pretty much since then. And like we showed yesterday, YouTube... The official YouTube account is like talking about how great Susie Lou is. I think we know who won that back and forth. I feel like that one, pretty cut and dry how that went. But then we get to where we are now, and like the lead people that were calling out Susie Lou, best example would be John Swan. All of his shit turned around the other way because of some... It infuriated Akujin. We talked about it yesterday, so we'll kick it off with it from here. He made up some weird shit about pretending to be another account and talking to Dream, who is a 1 million sub YouTuber. So he's got a lot of people around him. So he lied to him about some account and like messaging him from it. I don't fucking know. But right before that, he had one of the weirdest fucking back and forths with this underage kid about telling him he needs to get off the internet and he should be ashamed for trying to talk to some girl who, I don't remember, how old was she? Like, they were saying she was 13, but she was like 14. I don't fucking know. But the kid's like fucking 15 or 16,
he was
right?
15 and she was 14.
Yeah. And so John Swan's he's smearing it. He's going at him like, he tells him, get off the internet. And then even when they find out how old he is, he's like, okay. But still, you need to get off the internet and think about what you did. And wait, what? Why are all these people going at the fucking kid? He didn't do anything. That was the problem. And like that kid had crazy... I don't know. He had all kinds of feelings about it. Whether you think they're genuine or whatever. Main point is, it's the whole John Swan was going at anybody who he fucking could because anything that he said or did was content. All right? You talk a little shit on Twitter, you get a couple hundred likes, you can be like, hey guys, let's go over to my extra channel, my extra live stream channel, so that people on my main channel don't know that I'm fucking harassing the shit out of people like this. And we'll go over there and we'll do a bunch of crazy shit and talk a bunch of crazy shit. And he did. And this did not go well, for the most part. But everyone forgave it and was totally fine with it. And was like, yeah, there's a gray area here. Everybody there was no gray area. Like, that was really fucked up. But him pretending to be somebody else when talking to, it would probably be any big YouTuber. That was construed as this weird, unforgivable thing. And I've got no time for that. Akujin, I don't remember. Is that specifically what pissed you off too?
What?
You were pissed off bad about that deal with, like, where John Swan is... Everybody hates him because of this thing that he did, which was just lying to a 1 million sub YouTuber.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Whereas nobody gave a shit about what he had done to that kid that day.
Yeah. Well, the shit that he'd done to Pie Man was
Pie Man. Okay.
I think infinitely worse than the trolling of Dream, and then lying about sending the message.
Accurate. Agreed. I don't know. Do you agree, Kairu?
Yeah.
Okay. I
I
think
actually
everybody's
remember
more or
that thing.
less. I feel like everybody's in the same boat on that kind of thing. Also, hi Ninja, hi Kalen, and gentleman
Tiny.
bystander. He threw in. He said, "Going back and looking at washed-up commentary YouTubers is sort of like being a trash fire archaeologist. It's funny, but might cause brain damage." Look, we're not really archaeology so much as here's what we asked what happened to them, and we got kind of the synopsis you would get out of a magazine from somebody of what happened to these people while things were taken. Some of them very predictable, but the John Swan, I don't think that one was quite as predictable, and that was another reason why I don't think Akujin was not pleased. Akujin specifically was not pleased. And I can get why, because of I don't know. It was really weird that he got away with smearing that kid, Pie Man. I keep calling it, just calling him a kid, but I don't know his fucking name. You gave me his name, thank you. Smearing Pie Man, and then he moves over here and he just lied to some big YouTuber, so everybody, oh, that's unforgivable. He's a massive piece of shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, yeah, I get that being the original thing that pissed you off, but John Swan has come back and he makes detective noir videos from what you showed me. He now everything except for the cigarette in the ashtray. Like he sits at a black and white desk. He I don't know, sits at the black and white desk. He looks around. He's got everything, all the trappings of the old detective kind of thing from back in the day, with the exception of a cigarette, which I think would probably be. I don't know, it's not a thing for people in the
Well, it seems
people
he's
in the new
attempting
generation to
free
smoke cigarettes. Like they, well, I'm just saying, like they edit cigarettes out of movies now, don't they? Like the new generation, they don't want cigarettes anywhere. So technically, he would have more or less everything down. Also, Chosen. Hello, Chosen. Merry Christmas. So, do you do you has an opinion about his comeback that you would like to share with the class, Akujin?
Oh, it's just fucking bullshit.
It's just fucking bullshit. Why is it just fucking bullshit?
And it's
Why does it do that to you?
well, the fact that he's come back and started apparently doing the same thing that he should have got banned for but didn't. To think that that was, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out for him.
Here's it. All right. Before we start talking about it, do you feel like you kind of wish bad on him? Like, do you want him to do bad now because of what he did before?
I'm not saying that. If he'd come back and he'd started doing videos on gardening, I would have just fucking ignored. But to come back and start doing the thing that you should have got banned for in the first place and didn't, because everyone was looking at the YouTuber that you lied to, or the Twitch streamer. It's a bit of a slap in the face to everyone. If you're a fan of the return of John Swan, he's just slapped you in the face.
See, I don't know.
Thing is how you fucked it up so bad before. Maybe this isn't some stuff that you should be trying to base your new persona on. This is your new content. Maybe stay out of this particular arena.
See, I don't know if
See,
I don't know if I would want him to get out of the arena.
look,
But
if
if
I
he's
tried fixing the wall in my room, and in doing so, I burnt the house down, maybe next time I have a broken wall, I'm gonna ask somebody else instead of trying to fix it myself.
yeah, there's that. There's definitely that. Ben C through phone says, "Don't forget about the anime lawsuit." You mean the anime lawsuit? That thing that the voice actress, Tipster, and John Swan all said was definitely happening. I don't think it's happening. Do you think YouTube would be endorsing somebody they had been actively sent or were
Yes.
being sued about? Do you think that would be happening? Does that sound right? I don't know if that sounds right. Good eye by Ben C. Good point. Point that out. But that was John Swan's big thing. He was it's definitely going to be a lawsuit thing. He's talking to people. He knows what's going to happen.
He's a
Same
copyright
thing
expert.
from that voice actress. Like, people don't want to admit it now, but that voice actress said the exact same thing. She said she knew people. She was talking to people, and she knew there was going to be a lawsuit. They're doing it right now. It's happening. Well, what the fuck? Did it happen? No. She was milking the Susie Lou thing to get views because she had been sitting on YouTube with no views after, I don't know, she had been kind of like hanging on to that Sid Alpha guy for years, right up until the Susie Lou thing, and she got a bunch of views, and then she wasn't around there anymore. But yeah, just saying. These were all very weird, very obvious things that all played out during this time period. But nobody's going to go back and be like, hey, voice actress, like, remember when you said that you talked to people in the industry and that you knew for a fact Susie Lou was getting sued? Nobody's going to say anything about that. Nobody's going to bring that up. It was 100% bullshit. But they moved to the next thing.
And it was
Doesn't
bullshit
matter.
that started with John Swan.
Yeah, it was bullshit when he started saying it. It was bullshit when she piggybacked off of it and tried to make herself seem like she knew a bunch of shit. It was bullshit no matter who was pushing it.
All the commentary community, they were all circulating the same shit.
Top to fucking bottom. And they were trying to tell you that 100% this is what was happening. These fucking idiots went from like 5,000 subs to like 50,000 to 100,000 from making that shit up. We were telling them from the time that they had 1 or 2,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, all the way until they had 100,000. We told them every time they were wrong. They were making shit up. It did not matter how many times they got some ordinary flagger to get in chat and say, "Oh, look at these guys. They're just fucking, I can't believe they're a bunch of pussies. They're just making shit up." Some ordinary flagger goes along with what the fuck ever. That guy just did. Not even worth the fucking time it takes to fucking figure out. There are some people who it's like, okay, fine, whatever, we talk to them. I don't really think there would be a point in talking to somebody who's going to swear. He swore on Augie Show. There's an audio clip of it that he never flagged anybody. When we literally have a clip of him flagging people. It's a very specific clip. It's him on the screen. It's not just him clicking things and it being implied. He is audibly saying he's going to flag people because Minecraft potions aren't real. This same guy talks shit about Mundane Matt. He's like, oh, well, Mundane Matt, oh, what a flagger. Oh, Susie Lou, what a flagger. Which one of them flagged people about Minecraft potions, big brain? It's fucking ridiculous, but nobody cares. It's okay to flag if you're cool. We've seen people fucking flag like be on air and just flag down Twitter accounts, openly admit that they were flagging people's fucking YouTube channels. It didn't matter as long as they were in with people. You can do whatever the fuck you want then. Yeah, you can flag the shit out of people. Nobody gives a fuck. flagging isn't a big deal. As long as you, I don't know, as long as you put some kind of story behind it or one of your friends says it's cool. Then you go to somebody like John Swan and what he did, and like, do I want John Swan to come back? No, I didn't care for his shit the first time he existed. It's not for me. Like, do I think he should have a right to be there? Yeah, sure. I'm not mad that he came back. Do I think he probably could have picked a better thing to go at? Yes. Are there worse people than John Swan who are doing some of this shit? Absolutely. Absolutely. Fuck tons worse. We'll get there. We can, I don't know. We can speculate a lot about a lot of people, but the thing with John Swan was always pretty cut and dry because you know what's bullshit, you know what's not bullshit with John Swan. And most of it is bullshit. And he was just making shit up to get YouTube views. And did an okay job. It did pretty good for him, but now it doesn't do good for him. This entire thing of like making up random hatchet jobs for people, it bit him in the ass, so fuck it. He's done. But if he tries to come back, I don't want to spite him. You know, if he's able to get to where he can actually look into shit and not just be making up random shit for clout that he doesn't think anybody will ever fucking check or whatever, sure. But he ain't that guy.
Kind of fucked himself a bit.
Yeah, he seems like he wants to be like an authoritative voice on all this shit. Every time you watch his videos, you know, he speaks like he's coming from some sort of place of authority. And who the fuck is this guy? Some fucking dorky kid with a goofy haircut. I don't know. That's always been the thing with me. If he comes back, I don't spite him. But also, like, Akujin, if you really are like, no, I don't want him to come back, and I don't think he should come back, I wouldn't spite you for that either. Like, he did some dumb shit while he was around. He was going around trying to fuck up people's lives so he could get YouTube views. That was his goal. And he was doing it under the mask of some kind of crusader for what was right and what's wrong on the internet. It's like, get the fuck out of here. And people went along with it. He was some goofy fucking kid. Well, there it goes. So if you don't want him to ever come back to YouTube, I don't have a bad word to say, man. I don't think you're wrong. I can get why you would think that.
Like I said, I mean, if he'd come back and he'd done some sort of, then I probably would shit. It was.
Wasn't that he was specifically talking about trying to call someone out or what he was trying to call them out for? Like, what was it?
Well, in the video that he did, one of the things that he does is he's going after somebody named Zero. With allegations along the lines of the same Pie Man shit, so it's history repeating itself. But, you know, you come back and this is your content.
I don't know. You got to give me a little more. Okay, so he's going at this guy Zero. But what's the dilemma with the allegations? Like, do people not accept these allegations before John Swan got here, or did John Swan's presence perhaps make it worse because it's John Swan?
I don't know. It's just, for me, it was just, you know, you're covering the same subject matter that, in my opinion, you should have been banned for. not banned, but the reason why you should have run into trouble, why people should have been angry, not over the dream stuff.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I mean,
No, it's one of the weirdest things that's ever happened with this whole YouTube deal, where people did not give a fuck about one thing, and literally the next week were losing their minds about something so fucking nothing. It was weird. I never got it. Like, even like I look at it now, it's mine nothing shit. But at the time, what it was having, people were asking about it, and you find out what happened, and I was like, wait, that's everybody's mad at him because he was on a fake account with a big YouTuber versus, I don't know, what would be a good description of what happened with him and Pie Man? What would you call that?
oh, what happened with him and Pie Man? That was just
Hmm?
that was just fucking so wrong. I mean, what
So
happened with Pie Man?
what would you call it?
I mean, I don't know.
Mike, would you say I mean, he was going at him on Twitter until he got off of Twitter. He came back and wrote that long thing talking about how he felt about doing some real harmful things maybe and all that shit. Like, I don't know. You'd have to go back and read it again. But I remember going through it at the time, looking at it. It was like, bad. This is bad. I don't like John Swan at all with this. And like all the people around him, there was one named Neon Caffeine or something like that.
I've heard that name.
I remember that name because they were saying some really fucking heinous shit. But I don't know, some fucked up things have happened around that person since then, so maybe they feel different. I don't know. Now, do you think John Swan is nearly the worst one of the bunch? Do you think he's near the top? Probably the worst one to still be around.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean,
Probably. I like the probably in him. It's like he detects something. Kyra, do you detect something?
I detect that Akujin may have different ideas of who the worst was.
By the way, people can't hear Akujin.
What?
Ishtar has thrown in a thing and said, Akujin's so quiet. Kaylin's saying she can't hear you at all. Naomi says, turn your volume up. This is heinous. All of the bitching that you've done, and they can't even hear it. Really?
And it took them this long to say something about it.
This is a thing you did.
I didn't mean to do this thing.
No, you did. You caused this.
Oh my god.
No, I tried to fix it. Hopefully that fixed it.
If it hasn't fixed it, I don't know.
Well, I turned the gain up.
I was gonna make a threat or something, but I know I wasn't gonna be able to follow through on it, so.
Terrible.
You're off the hook for now.
Wow. Twisted Smile didn't even know you were here.
You care.
Didn't even know you were fucking here.
Wow. Kaylin being a bitch.
Oh. You shouldn't randomly single out people in the chat.
Why are you being so hateful, Kaylin?
She's like, no, Kujin, your volume is perfect. Can't hear you at all. It's great. Yeah.
This is not good customer service. What are you doing?
Okay, I retract what I said to Kaylin now.
Okay, Skip seems to know a little bit about it. Skip says Zero was a Smash player banned on the community years ago for sexting a 14-year-old.
Oh, I'm not
Technicals-
surprised when I hear it's a fucking Smash player.
Technicals made a video essentially trying to exonerate Zero, and Swan made a video countering Tech. So that seems to be, in a nutshell, what the video was about. And I haven't seen the video. I was in a call with someone, and they were listening to Xylee's coverage of the video. She went over the video and she covered it, and I remember hearing it in the background, and I'm like, what the fuck? I can't believe that guy's coming back with that shit. So, you want a blow by blow, I would advise you to go head over and check out Xylee, her coverage of it.
But all you learned from it was how to be mad.
Well, I heard that he's coming back and doing the same shit, and because this was the shit that pissed me off before. Because, hey, you know, you falsely accused a child of being a pedophile and then tried to run them off the internet, and then when they said that they were, you know, feeling not good, you said that they were suicide baiting. And then you refused to apologize, and you doubled down and tripled down on it. Yeah, that pissed me off.
That sounds like something only a complete piece of shit would do.
Alright, I'm being called out in the chat. I did say someone, that someone was Bella. Bella was watching Xylee video. Fan.
Look. Skip said it's a convoluted story. Gasfly said same shit. GG, Cooch. GG. So, again, probably if John Swan pissed you off, then it's very likely that John Swan is going to continue to piss you off. That's kind of his thing. It's going to still be really irritating.
Not really, no. I mean...
Well, no, I mean, like, if he pissed you off before, he probably still pisses you off.
Yeah, well, I randomly and accidentally heard about it because, you know, I'd not been following these people. And by sheer coincidence, you know, Xylee was covering it, so I heard about it. I imagine I'll go back to not hearing about him again. And
you imagine?
Not give a shit. Not gonna sit here and follow the guy every day, and, you know, every single time he does a stream, I'm gonna post it in my Discord. And, you know, let everyone know that the show started, so that they can all go over there and dislike it and watch it, and then we can all discuss how much we hate that show. Yeah.
Imagine being that pathetic.
That would be pretty fucking weak of you.
That would be pretty weak. So I'm not planning on doing that.
Hold on. I want to point out there's no dislikes on the stream right now. Not a single one.
Wait, is that because the dislike thing's hidden, or because
No. I'm gonna go look. I'll even show you. Like, so if you want to be the first dislike, bam, right now. Right now is your time. I will go refresh the thing. We'll see how many we get.
Okay, give us a second.
I will
give
you a
ever since
real
they started
update.
hiding the dislike ratio, our fan club stopped coming over here to dislike the stream because they stopped getting, you know, a sense of accomplishment from seeing the little number go up when they dislike it from all their little, like, you know,
that's me.
Little puppet accounts.
No, 2. There's 2 now.
Hey, who stole my thunder?
Steal my thunder!
Thunder! Fuck you, Bob. Apparently Bob did it. Fuck you. Bastard.
That's not nice. Bob's a nice guy. Why would you do that? Okay, so that's hard to take a fucking picture of. But yes, there are two, and it's Bob and you. That's sad.
Well, I did it first.
You and Bob are the two dislikes.
I got to
Congratulations.
dislike it before you guys even heard about disliking it.
Someone has clocked in to say, well, I did. Well, you're late as fuck. Like, you got beat.
Yeah, you're all
Like,
beat.
you're in third place. Like, we're not going to announce the bronze winner and then go down for the honorable mentions. Like, we got
It's all
gold and
for
silver.
me, baby.
Yeah, we went
no
gold and silver.
participation
Everybody.
awards here.
Yeah, we can't do it. Sorry.
You're either me or a loser.
Yeah, can't even do it for Chosen. Even for Chosen. Can't do it for them. But, well, Anthony, he paid mine. So, Bob, you're the worst. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Anthony. We got a quick, big sign thrown up that said how Bob is the fucking worst. So, there's more things that happened. Did you know?
No.
This one will be quick. Did you know that?
Yes.
The Morning Decay dissolved and obliterated in a brutal fashion last year, but then they didn't talk about it until this year when Tipster, he sent them a tweet and asked them, hey, what happened to the Morning Decay? And then they both like tweeted at him very interesting different accounts where they motherfucked the other one.
Yeah, that was fucking great.
Odd enough, I'm inclined to believe both. I both believe that Optic did not pay Broski for like their last year of shit. And I believe that Broski was the worst person ever. And everyone hated being around him. I believe both of these things.
Yeah, these things aren't exclusionary.
They both said that everybody
They're
hated
not.
being around the other one, yeah. Well, oh, you're mutually exclusive. That's what you're looking for. These
Yeah,
are not mutually exclusive things.
Yes.
So, how do you feel about it? Do you think that they may have overreacted, or that they may ride off again, or do you think that they did the thing that everybody else has done when they deal with either one of them, where they're like, no, fuck those guys, and they do it?
I think
I'm sure
I
they're doing-
don't actually give a fuck.
I'm sure they're doing exactly what they said they were doing all along and winning.
Exactly.
This is what winning looks like.
Exactly. I bet both of them are working really, really, really lucrative spots right now. Guarantee it. But if I remember correctly, those two ooze talent, and I was just unable to see it.
Especially
If I
that
remember
Broski fellow. I mean, somebody should have put him behind a desk at WWF. He was unappreciated.
They should put him let him run a country or some shit. Just, oh man.
He was gonna be
so good.
the new Vince McMahon on the next Joe Rogan.
He's that guy, yeah. He could have done it. You don't know. Oh, Broski.
There's still time.
As he does, he was talking shit today on it. Well, that's a Broski thing to do. One day, Broski is going to just show up, pay all of his debts, and show everybody that he ain't no bitch like everybody talks about him. It's taking him a while to get around to it. Just wait on it.
It's taken him a while to realize that he's not.
On the other hand.
But he is. Fuck off.
Like a rotting mushroom. That's gross, Thrax. Rotting mushrooms.
It's gross, but very accurate. Thank you.
JB said Pod Awful is starting to pick on AP. Oh, well, that's not
So,
going to work
Pod
well.
Awful has teamed up with Life.
Pretty
Pick
much.
on AP.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. AP does not do well when you pick on him. He's not that guy.
No, he gets a fucking heart attack every time.
It's not even that. Like, he's just the most insecure, weak motherfucker I've ever known. There is a show that you have a hard time finding that he did back. It was back right after he split off from Gasly, and he was doing the first round of shows and shit. And he just did like a 15-minute bitch fest about how nobody would donate to him, so why does he even bother with him and all this other shit. It was up for like 2 hours or like 10 hours, and then he took it down, but only like 45 people had seen it because nobody was watching him. Because AP is kind of the last resort that everybody dwindled down to because everybody else grew the fuck up. And if they didn't grow the fuck up, they were kicked the fuck off the platform. Or they moved on from hanging around and trying to be a cringy. The guy was angry Pepe until Brittany Venti pulled him through a ringer so fucking violently, he was unable to cope or even go on air to do anything for the next 2 weeks or so. He's not that guy. But he gets on air, he pretends to be that guy, and if you go too far, he says, oh, well, they want me to die, and they're going to my family, and all this other shit. Like, nobody goes to your fucking family. Nobody cares about your fucking family. Nobody cares about AP, really. And that's been his problem forever. Like, he's this attention-driven guy that nobody gives a shit about.
Well, some people gave a shit about him. They got fucked.
Oh. I kept him out of jail because he, I don't know.
Yeah, and how did that work out for you?
Either way, JB, if you know how to get a hold of that guy and he wants, I don't know how to get a hold of the Pod Awful guy, but I have that live stream where we were trying to play Yakuza and have a good time.
With Scrub?
And yeah. And then AP comes in and makes it the most fucking annoying thing ever.
I remember we played that on a stream once. I heard it one time. I never want to hear it again. It was
the saddest shit in the fucking world. And it's like, oh, why would you send that to him? Why are you taking sides? Well, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Come on. AP's the guy who wants to make everything fair play. So who gives a shit if somebody sees a fucking thing where he's on a fucking live stream crying and begging for money because he doesn't outright beg for money. He gets on the live stream and talks about how he's willing to just go to jail instead of paying his child support because life's unfair and he shouldn't have to pay it. And he did this for like 4 hours until he just quit doing the live stream. And I got off the live stream. I told him I'd just give him the money. I couldn't stand it. He would never shut the fuck up. I don't know. It's hard to explain where that guy was at and why I didn't. It's just, you feel bad for somebody who's like, he was at such a low point, he had given up on it. He was like, fuck it, I'll just go to jail forever. Yeah, they'll let me out eventually.
You say he'd given up on it. That might have been just the angle that he was playing.
Oh yeah, it was probably just he knew that I could just give him the money.
Angle. He's a grifter.
Exactly.
A con man.
Probably. There's more. There's more to that than probably anything else, and that's fine. But anyway, the other guy, if he wants that live stream, that he will get more gold than anything else, and get more of an actual real view out of who AP is, as opposed to who he tries to put off to everybody. Like, he's such a weak-minded person. He's very weak, very
bitch,
weak guy. But anyway, I have more people on the list. Much more people on the list. Remember Tipster? You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Tipster broke up with I Bully Bullies.
Aww. Poor P. Poor I Bully Bully.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to handle that very well.
I'm not sure he's
think
gonna handle
Bully
that. very well.
Bullies had put all his eggs in that basket, thrown everything into that relationship.
All of his eggs into that basket.
Every basket into that.
The whole basket. They broke up though. Like, hey now, don't you be mad. No, it's over. It's over. And then like there was a video, and then the video got deleted. And Twitter got deleted, and he left the internet or some shit. I don't know, but they broke up.
Yeah, see, I told you he wouldn't handle it well.
It's fucked up.
Broke his
That's a
heart,
game.
Tipster.
It was fucking dirty, yeah. But yeah, that happened.
How could you do that? You love bomb him for like 3 months, leave him high and dry.
Just leave him high and dry. High and or dry.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Maybe neither.
Maybe neither. You're right. Maybe neither. Okay, so there's more. There's more. But hold on. Anthony Hack with the fire says IBB the Jan Swan and the some Oreo guy. I feel like that was Oreo. The Oreo guy, maybe.
Biscuit.
I don't know.
Well,
Something guy.
No, when Bullies tried to say Diorio, he said blah, 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 blah.
Oh, I remember this. I
Fucking
remember this
fudged
now.
it,
I remember it.
and yeah, so
I remember
that's
this
a
now.
quote.
You're right. I was like, wait, what? I remember this now. You're right. All right, good catch. Good catch. Anthony also had thrown in the little GG guy with the controller. Which, by the way, we're going to do more midnight video game streams or middle of the night video game streams. Those are fun. We'll just play video games and hang out in the middle of the night, and then sometimes we'll do streams here. But those will always get relegated back over to being like members only. The one from yesterday may or not have become members only just because of a very long talk about a certain kind of snack food, and that is all it was about.
Queen worshipping British son of a bitch.
It's fun. It's fun. But maybe we went about a half hour too long about snacks. It's not a big deal. Okay? Not a big deal. So, if you're into that talk and the talk of the snacks, it's over there. Also, hi, Chris. Hi, Chris. So, since Chris is here, this is actually kind of a roundabout decent time. So, do you remember that time that we were talking to this random commentator who also worshipped Tipster? They used a Powerpuff Girl emoji as their profile picture, and Blossom did not like it right off the bat. But they got onto the show and they had this fucking weird voice. Do you remember this? Who remembers? One in the chat if you remember.
I don't remember. I wasn't listening.
No, remember?
No, I went to the door to get my motherboard.
You piece of shit. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Other people will remember. I guarantee other people will remember this shit. There's no way that everybody forgot about this. It was fucking absurd.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And there we go. All right. Skip has named it. It was Channy. So there was this the Channy person.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Okay. So as time went on, while I'm doing life. Everybody's doing life. The show's on high. We're doing other things. And I think we came back and did one, and we mentioned it in passing. But over the course of a couple weeks, this Channy person begins to become a child grooming advocate.
Hello.
Didn't just say, hey, that they were a groomer. No. They became a grooming advocate. It's times like this that it's like, oh, I'm so glad I clocked out. I just went and did something else. You know, when you have somebody going around and people are fucking becoming child grooming advocates, and that's the thing. You remember last time that happened? I think it was that guy Amish, and I'm like, yeah, don't have him anywhere fucking around anything. Do not bring him on fucking shows. Have anything. Get him the fuck out of here. Get the fucking guy out.
Oh, yeah,
Spoiler. Remember that
about him.
if you remember that guy, this is another update for the holidays for you. For most people probably already fucking know this, but that Amos Yee guy who it's funny. His content is funny. Andy, his content is funny. Everybody thought this was content. That motherfucker is in jail.
In where he belongs.
They have locked him the fuck up. Yeah,
I would not say
it
that
was not a fucking gimmick.
Yeah, he was living the life.
Everybody was telling me that I was fucking overreacting by having him on and all this shit. No, we ain't doing that. Get him the fuck out of here. I was overreacting. I was the asshole. No. I was the only one who apparently did not want the child porn guy on. Then you go to fucking, fast forward a few years. I'm putting it out now. If Channy's doing the child grooming advocacy thing, you guys might want to everybody get the fuck away from that. I think she even said that she groomed people. I don't know what's going on over there in this fucking wacko's head, but nobody should want anything to do with it. 100-mile radius from this motherfucker.
There may be a different explanation. These may not be identical, but yeah, still, it's behavior.
Sure, it could just be for attention. But there is a
what
lot going on over there.
I think that
Could
all
be
the
a lot
behavior I've
fucking
seen
going.
from this girl is somebody who desperately craves attention from other people. So somebody, didn't get enough hugs as a kid, or maybe daddy wasn't there, or whatever. So now she just does the most outrageous shit all the time to lap up the attention. And this just seems to be the next reskinning, the next bait trap for people.
I thought you were going to say the new reskin on your groomer DLC is you can now have Channy instead of Emoshi.
I should have said I was thinking about saying that, but I thought I'd let you get that.
You thought about it.
Male or female?
I thought about it. It almost happened.
Well, I thought I'd let you get that one in. Get you over, brother.
I appreciate it. See, look at him. Putting his boys over here. I appreciate you. So, what was it? Rainmaker's been out of Discord because he ran out of room on his devices or something. He's got to re-download. Also, we have Slacker throwing into red flags ahead. Wee woo, red flags ahead, and I think he's onto something. I think there were red flags all up in there.
To clarify,
someone.
I was not making excuses for this person. I think people are still responsible for their behavior. And
for sure, yeah.
Obviously, you chose much better coping mechanisms. So, I'm not defending Shani at all, or saying that she's not a really trashy, scummy person. Seems like she is. Everything that I've seen.
She definitely seems like she is. It's not good.
Yeah.
Everything
add
seems
that caveat
bad
to what I said.
Very noble of you, sir. Very noble. So,
just saying.
that was another person from the commentary group who had come through. And, well, there's still some left. Now, so far, are there any things that you haven't got to say about any of the people who we've flown through thus far that, I don't want to step on anything, and we're going to get somewhere. Don't worry.
Can I throw out a general go fuck yourself to these people?
It's legal. It's America here.
Oh, I'm not in America, but I'll do it anyway. Hey, go fuck yourself.
There you go. Okay. So, you Akujin, you feel you got your shit in?
No, I just hope that everyone has a happy Merry Christmas with friends and
Hold on,
family.
hold on. No, there's still more. No, there's bad. We're maybe halfway up the pyramid. Maybe. You can't sign them off yet. I was just making sure. Have you got your shit so far for the people
wasn't
that we've gone
signing
over
off.
so far? Oh, okay. I thought you were.
No.
I thought you were. I thought you were like, okay, good. We ain't got you. Turn around and like, nope. We're gone. And I don't blame you because I have a feeling that you know that this is going to get bad because I have emphasized that, oh, you think this one's bad? And you know that it's going to get bad the more we go. So, I guess we go to the next one. I guess we roll the next one. Okay. So someone said, of course, there's more bad. Well, yeah, why wouldn't there be more bad? How
There's
could there
always
not
more
be more
bad.
bad? Be reasonable. I feel like you guys aren't that reasonable. To
I'd
be
like to
realistic.
think I'm
Like,
pretty
you guys
reasonable.
seem. Come on. Fuck's sake. So, we've talked about the Channy Purse, talked about some eye bullets, talked about this, talked about Jan Swan. We talked about a good couple people. Now, could be the obvious. More people are always padding it in. We're just gonna pack in more random bad shit. No real updates. I feel like we've given good updates because last time we talked about Channy, she was just some weird bitch with a bad voice. Then we talk about her today, and now she is a grooming advocate. I feel like that's an advancement in the story. I feel like it's taken a turn. Yeah or no?
Yeah, that's
Okay. There's also this. I was gonna say there's also some other things, but still, I feel like that's a big advancement in itself.
That's a large plot twist.
Obviously. Diorio being asked about being in the friend zone was something Ben C liked. He pointed out here. And Gadfly wants a 24-hour kumite. The thing about the Diorio friend zone thing is we talked about that yesterday with this Zob guy. He comes into the chat something. He's cool. Or I don't know. I don't think he likes us or anything, but he's cool. He'll have conversation. He's reasonable. You know, he doesn't agree with really anything we say. He's reasonable. The fucking guy. He hated us for that. And go look at my Twitter. And then we look at his Twitter and we point to that and he's like, piece of shit, you've been looking into my private life. And they wrote the twit longer like we'd been stalking him. And fuck. It's whatever, man. Whatever. I said it yesterday. I don't hate the Oreo. They did this meetup where they all stood next to each other. What this did was expose the fact that Augie, the Oreo, all these guys are fucking tiny. These are tiny guys.
I don't know. That's not what I've seen of Nick.
Vertically, they are tiny. And one thing that was kind of rich, Tipster was sending tweets to Nicholas Diorio like, oh, guys, please, let me know if I ever get as fat as Diorio. Jeez. Well, I don't even know what that is. Like, the fucking
Someone
fat
gonna tell him that
capades.
he's fatter?
Is that a competition?
It must be for them.
Is that a thing we're really going to go back and forth with?
They obviously, aren't going to have a competition to lose weight, so...
Look, hold on. Here's the thing. We know that if you go too hard on Tipster, he just curls up into a ball and he can't go back and forth with people. And we know that about Nick, too. They're supposed to be buddies. So, Tipster, when people are posting videos and pictures of Nick where Nick doesn't look good, like Nick does look unhealthy as fuck. he needs to get himself under control. It doesn't. He looks like it's starting to get out of hand, and people are posting pictures and videos of it. And instead of his buddy Tipster, trying to, be a good buddy. And by the way, Tipster is the older one. Tipster is the one who is the older of the two and should be, kind of in the mentor sort of way, encouraging his friend, as opposed to taking that opportunity to try to grab himself some, hey, if I ever get as fat as this kid that's supposed to be my friend, let me know. I thought, what the fuck? But that's where they're at.
Well, what did you expect? That's exactly what you'd expect from a weak person. He fucking feels so shitty about himself that any chance to run somebody else down.
Well, yeah, but you expect that. You expect that when you're just talking to him or whatever. What you don't expect and by the way, he didn't do that 1 or 2 times. He did that. He did that a good couple times because that's his thing. Is he wants to pretend that, well, sure, I'm big, but I'm not Oreo big. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's a weird deal to go with, but it's his thing. Very weird, given how, I don't know, it's 15 years, the boy's senior. Should be kind of mentoring him and be somebody that, if he's got problems with his weight, he go talk to his older alleged friend who has the same kind of weight issues and all that. But you know how these people are. They're more concerned with trying to get people to like them on the internet than be honest about the fact that they're all fragile as fuck. So they keep going, and then they try to mobilize people into it until they get stuck in situations like Nick did with the friend zone thing on here, and then he has to convince people that everybody was stalking him when they looked on his Twitter. Stop it. Cease.
Get some help.
Cease.
Cease and or desist.
Maeve said, not at home, so I cannot post the Oreo in Morphball form. And the Oreo has assumed the form of live action Eric Cartman. And I've seen people have put like Eric Cartman hats on the Oreo. I said it yesterday, I don't hate the Oreo. Like, I think they're all dipshits, little dipshits. Nobody gives a shit. But he is letting himself get out of control. He needs to. I mean, this was like, somebody said the pictures were like a month or 2 ago. So maybe he saw him and he is doing something about it. And if he is, good. I hope he is. But you're a young man now. It will be much easier for you to do something about that now and try to keep yourself, in good health now than if you wait until you're Tipster's age or Tommy's age and you've let it be and stay out of control for that long.
When we said you were the next Ethan Ralph, that wasn't supposed to be encouragement. That was supposed to be a warning of what could be ahead.
There's a lot that goes with that, apparently. I didn't think about that, but I remember when that got said, and yeah, I didn't think about that part. But do you want to be gray-headed in your mid-30s? Do you have fucking sunburned skin, even though you never leave your house? That sounds fun. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is there I think that's the most of this situation, but I think I will go and get a soda. Because I think I've earned a soda today. There's some Sprite. No, there's an ice cold Sprite, and I would like an ice cold Sprite today.
Didn't you get the memo?
What happened?
Can't say the S word anymore.
Oh, god damn.
Some big brains got together and they had a debate, and now we can't use the S word. So.
I should have known. It's because of soda crackers. I mean, soda bread, crispy squares, the food. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I like food.
Fucking hate the internet.
Food is good.
Ben C goes, no, Nick Diorio is turning into avocado.
Hmm?
I know who that is.
Oh god, please, let's hope he doesn't start an OnlyFans.
Oh, why? That's the best move, right?
Well, apparently Nikocado Avocado's one is fucking terrifying, so,
Really? He has OnlyFans?
yeah.
With nudes?
Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea. Although I do believe that Nikocado Avocado is actually just basically a character. He's completely fake. I mean, he's fat as fuck, but...
Ed through 5 to say Tipster is better than a stack of pancakes stuffed in a quarter pounder on a Sunday. And Slacker 2 said, what, no more Sprite, god damn it. No, Sprite's fine. You know, I love Sprite. You know. And Coca-Cola and Sunkissed. But the actual name of generic name of what the liquid's called, that category of drink. We don't use that S word anymore. Apparently it was a slight against the Welsh, and they were not having it. Slack for 2 says, why do you know that, Kairu? Which eye bleach? Why eye bleach?
I have never looked at it. I have never purchased it. I do not want anything to do with that. The problem is I know someone who has. They say it's extremely disturbing. I will believe them on that.
How's their recovery going after seeing it?
Not recovered.
Hopefully.
Unrecovered.
Unrecovered.
The damage permanent?
Oh.
Hello?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought that was...
So what happened? What is this thing with Sprite? Why is it? He's asking about no more Sprite. Did you guys ban Sprite on my way back?
No, Sprite's fine.
Sprite's fine.
There was just a clarification. Sprite's fine, Sunkist is fine. Pepsi, Coke. Well, that's all great, it's just that other S word that describes that general category of beverages that is not fine.
So we can only refer to it as the brand names now.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it was a racial slur against the Welsh and they were not having it. Fuss. So.
Okay. Here's another thing. Are you ready for the upper tier of the fuckery pyramid?
Go on then.
Well, we can definitely get there. By the way, I noticed Mr. Bacon, he rejoined the membership thing. He was commenting on the other live stream we did about all the shit that was happening in Pro South, and had commented about how she was collecting sex tapes and pictures like Pokemon cards. So there's that. It was a decent comment. I just wanted to point it out. Like, that's the thing. People collect those shits. That was another thing worth pointing out today. Fuck this tiptoe bullshit. No, we're not tiptoeing. We're making our way up here. We're making our way up here. There's quite a lot of things going on. Quite a lot of fucking things.
Around what?
Oh. What else could be considered a slur against the will? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Shots fired. And it seems they hit their mark. Karu has disappeared. Headshot.
He died.
He did.
He died. I was gonna say, Kyrie made a gingerbread man cookie. He was talking about it. I told him he had to show it to us, and he went and actually got a fucking picture of his gingerbread cookie and showed it to us. It's decent. It looks like a gingerbread man. He wasn't bullshitting.
You want me to throw this up?
Sure. A bit of encouragement before we go up the rest of the mountain. Mountain, pyramid, temple, whatever you want to look at it as. We're halfway up the thing we are climbing.
Yeah, if we're halfway up the mount, maybe it's time to sit down and have a rest room. Feed the ducks. Some gingerbread.
Oh my god. Wow. But would you have that cookie? Would you eat the cookie?
I mean, like, yeah, if I was hungry and that was around. Not really a fan of gingerbread, but I will on occasion eat it. I don't know. Not really a fan of ginger beer either. I think I don't like ginger.
Ginger beer. Look, I'm not big on gingerbread cookies, but as far as gingerbread cookies go, I try it.
Oh
try
yeah, he's a very happy, nice looking fellow.
Shit's worth trying. Decent comment now. Da-da-da. Kyrie's Welsh. The Welsh thing that got Kyrie out. I have now got a thing that has been sent to me where I'm being informed that I can't have one of those cookies from Kyrie. So he is still listening. I think he's just having some technical issues, but he did let me know that we can't have those cookies.
Wow, that doesn't sound like the Christmas spirit.
That's the Kyrie spirit. That is the Kyrie spirit. Yeah.
See, this is why everyone eventually turns.
Look, I wasn't gonna say that. You said that. I didn't say that. Okay. So let me try to I'm gonna make sure that I've tiered this out right, because I don't want to have to throw in some in the middle of something that may be a bit more insane, because there is a top. There do be a top to this. So, do you guys remember or recall? We've done a lot of different shows over the years, I think, but specifically about a year and some change ago, we started doing some shows where we were talking about some of the worst people that were actually on YouTube. Does anybody remember those?
Yeah, I remember those.
You
People
remember
were
those?
going on and bitching on about Susie Lou, which wasn't important, didn't matter. They're like, hey, you know, there's lots of scumbags out there. If you guys want one,
Mm-hmm.
We'll show you just how irrelevant Susie Lou is on the scumbaggery list. And we found quite a few nasty ass people. There was the cannibal sorcerer, satanic cannibal sorcerer dude. There was
He
the chick
did
that stole
show up, but I
people's
don't think that was
bones.
that week. The chick who stole people's phones. All right, which one
Bones.
was that one?
No, Bones. Remember the
Bones.
grave-
Okay, yes. Okay, we did. Yes, the grave robber. I also don't know if that happened that week. Like, the horrible people on that week, they were pretty horrible. The other two stories, I think those just happen to happen because we always end up talking about horrible people. Like the horrible people that we're going through that week. There was one of them was a YouTuber who was forming a weird cult. One of them was some kind of game YouTuber that was grooming younger people to like come and meet them places. There was the old man that was singing songs but was a sex offender and had met up with a young person that he likely had lured there from his YouTube.
Oh yeah,
There
that was
was
dark. But
fuck,
there was
what was the other
also
one?
Amuse.
I think you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I think you know you are close enough to the top of the mountain right now, Akujin, to where you can see what it is. You see the promised land, don't you?
Yeah. There was a particular person out there that tried to fuck someone that just tried to help them. And tried to fuck them in a really nasty way.
All right, which one? Because now I don't know. Because that maybe
That's
which one?
That's what happened with Muse and fucking West Most.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Then there's that one. That lady was awful. She was.
Yeah, accused him of
She was
sex
bad.
trafficking.
That ended up reaching its conclusion over the year, kind of too, didn't it? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She was pretty fucking rough. She met her end on things.
Oh shit.
There is that. Good eye.
Shit. I thought that's
Yeah,
who you were
good
talking
eye.
about.
No, this is good though because that was right up under the thing. This is okay. See, that should be mentioned beforehand. So yes, good mention there. That is someone who should be mentioned beforehand. And after that, after we have mentioned that crazy lady, because holy shit, was she a wacky lady? There was somebody else who was a pretty fucking lame, pretty fucking awful person. And they borderline capped off that week.
Oh,
Do you remember?
They were terrible. Going around preying on people's good nature. It's despicable. I hate people that specifically go after people who are good natured. You know, in order to manipulate them or get something out of them.
Yeah, that's the idea. Of those people, like, you got to go find the good natured people who are willing to part ways with their shit, so that you can have their shit, and so that you can take advantage of them. And when I say their shit, I don't just mean material. I mean, like, they can just sit there and drain you of any kind of energy you have for life.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's an emotional connection.
An emotional connection, he said.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah. Everyone's been around.
Oh, joking more than Merry Christmas.
You've all been around an energy vampire. That one person that just sucks the life out of the room.
You may have. You probably just didn't call it that. Like, that's the experience I had. I was like, I don't know if I know any energy vampires. And someone was okay. Well, they don't actually like drink your energy. It's not the same. Okay, it's not the same. Suck it out of your neck or whatever. Okay, I remember this that week, man. Incredibly angry with all the horror. Well,
there was a lot of horrible that week.
The intention was never to make people angry.
Guys,
the intention,
we weren't trying to make you guys suffer. It's illustrating
the
a
intention
point.
with that whole deal. Yeah, like you're saying, demonstrating a point was not to make anyone angry or get anybody any. It wasn't that. It was trying to explain how there needs to be measured responses to all this goofy shit, where everybody is demanding people's heads for fucking clicking fucking buttons on screens. Like we need to have a bit more measured response than what people were doing then. Then there was an extra one. And there was an update to it. And what makes it even more interesting is that it's a personal update. Can you post up a thing I send to you here and we can discuss? Okay. Let's see if this may jog a memory or several. I hate it. Oh, it's up there. What do you think about that, Akujin? You remember that? Do you remember that day? You remember that stream?
Yeah, I
Do
remember
I
that.
jog your memory with the paragraph I read to him? Like a
Yeah,
couple lines there?
I remember that.
So, this guy. This is quite a twist, people. Now, what's weird is, like, I don't know, like, nobody sees the subscribers on this channel, but is your channel hasn't grown and it's trash. I'm about to hit 100K subscribers. Find some real content. That is that real channel. That's really him. That's really still on that video. You can go check it yourself. Very surprised. A 100K sub channel is going around and typing on people with very generic, I don't know, attempting very generic insults
That's a
on
lukewarm take.
what is pretty serious accusations going on with that guy, and he's just like, ugh, I have a big channel. And it's like, what? But what? Why though? How does that make sense? Just go over there and do that. But anyway, the guy, he got a reply out of me because I was cordial, if nothing else. I said, it's just a live stream channel, but thank you for your concern, Miko. Since we are lucky enough to have you here, how is your probation going for aggravated sodomy? And are they okay with you continuing to travel during this probation? Because I took the time to look it up. I wanted to, how the fuck? How the fuck is this guy not fucking, how is he not locked up? Because for those of you who don't know, there were some pretty insane accusations of what happened here. And according to him and his lawyer, who he sat down, he did a YouTube video sitting with his lawyer where he's like, look, we did this plea where he gets probation. The pandemic was making everything take too long. He did not admit guilt, nor did he, plead innocent. He will take the probation, and we're all moving on with life. I don't think this dumbass realizes that doesn't mean he's innocent. Like, he's now going door to door on channels talking about goofy shit like this. You're gonna fuck up, dude. What the fuck? That doesn't mean you're innocent. That means you took a plea deal. It will keep you off a registry. The accusations against the guy, these are not wholesome accusations. You can feel free to check yourself. I don't know how many allegedlys I'd have to allegedly throw in to allegedly talk about what allegedly happened between this guy and his alleged victim on the alleged day that all these alleged things happened. Okay, I don't know. But I feel like I'd have to say allegedly a few times. You get what I'm saying?
At
You
least
can feel free to
safe.
look it up yourself. We did that day. We looked into it then at that time. So feel free to go back and find that stream. Take a little peek at it. You look at that stream. See if it's worth fucking peeking at, and you get what's being said. Wasn't he kicked out of the Dominican or the DMC? I don't. What is the DMC? Is that
Dominican.
I was gonna say it's Dominican something, but I don't. Know. But I know
Dominican
that he was in the
Republic of
Dominican
Congo.
Republic. That's where he was.
I don't know. It was in some
He said DMC, and now I'm thinking of
Run
like
DMC.
500 different fucking things. Yeah, Run DMC comes around. I'm like, I don't think he was in Run DMC.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he never knew.
I don't think he has
Master
Adidas.
J.
My Adidas.
Yeah. Well, that dude should have been kicked out of a lot of places.
A little fucking bit. A little fucking bit. No, just throw it out. What do you think about the what do you think about the notion of somebody who has that kind of thing going? He's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go around and comment about how I'm gonna get 100K subscribers. I was like, what? I looked at his video with his lawyer, and yeah, this just means you pled down. I mean, you're innocent. And then this got me really worried about how shit's going during the pandemic, because if you remember the shit that this guy was getting hauled in for, to think that he could plead down on that and get nothing but probation and be walking around right now, holy shit, who else is walking around? Who else got to fucking get some walking papers on some shit? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I think about stuff like that often. It fucking pisses me off.
Like, there was some shit about like,
you know that fucking weird ass fucking QAnon shaman guy.
Is he the one with the animal head?
Yeah, the one with the yak head or whatever it is.
Okay. Yes, I know who that is.
Yeah, he got 42 months for trespassing. That guy gets 3 years jail, but this guy gets a plea deal? What a fuck you. As if... How could stuff like that not make you angry? That's not justice, that's injustice.
Yeah. Well, whether you like that guy or not, that's kinda That's some bullshit going on. I don't know. What I'd like to think is that it's not a world where shit like that's gonna happen so regularly, but we all know that was kind of a send a message kind of thing, you know. And they didn't Baked Alaska walk. He was on some lady's phone in the White House and shit and answering her calls, and he walked. I think. If he didn't walk, okay, but that whole thing was weird as hell.
Whether he walked or not. I also know that they started looking at some of his other charges a lot more seriously too. But I haven't.
I remember I did hear this. This should be pointed out. Baked Alaska tried to tell everybody when he went to court that all of his pepper spray attacks were staged. And all the fighting was fake.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a bouncer and a police report that says otherwise. And a bunch of customers at that restaurant. Also, if that's the case, produce for me that old grandma that you harassed to the fucking shithouse at the front of some shopping center or mall. Yeah, show me that actor. I'd like to see the post interview with her.
He may still be like in the midst of whatever case is going on. I don't know, but I do remember someone posting that and tagging me, and I looked at it and was like, okay, good luck with that. Trying to tell everybody that was all fake.
Apparently, his trial for
But
that hasn't come yet.
oh, unfortunate bastard. That shit's not gonna work out very well. But apparently, the trial worked out very well for this guy. Apparently, the I'm trying to think. Let me think. Now, if I'm again, I will throw in some allegedlys just so that you guys get this. But this guy that we're talking, the Miko guy, he was allegedly up for allegedly putting someone in a trunk, allegedly taking them against their will, and then allegedly doing some acts to them against their will.
Of a heinous nature. Allegedly heinous
The
nature.
age has been ambiguous.
It is
At best.
allegedly youth. A youth.
Yeah. It's not good. Now, the way he talks about it, he tries to frame it in a very particular kind of way. He will say, there was never a youth involved. So the way he talks about it seems to be the kind of tiptoeing speak of making sure that he doesn't say the wrong thing. I don't know if that somebody who he's trying to put it off like there was never a minor involved, but I have a feeling that could also have something to do with his plea deal, that he was able to stay off of a registry if he was able to just say, well, it wasn't a youth. I don't fucking know. Oh, hold on. Tizzy said that Baked was found guilty. His sentencing for the Mace incident is next month. He's also facing charges for the hate crime for ripping down a Hanukkah sign, allegedly. There you go. There's that. Jesus.
Do you,
Ball dropping extraordinaires around here.
So he got off on the capital stuff. Guilty on the Mace stuff. I can live with that. Depending on how the sentencing goes. Because he was running around doing that to a lot of people.
He's doing some goofy shit. 100%. He should definitely face something over that.
I mean, when he was doing it, was saying, man, you're going to get your ass locked up. You deserve it. Running around macing people, behaving like this. Ain't right. This ain't how you people.
Mm-mm. Okay. So, with all these allegedlys thrown in, just to make sure everything's cool, all those allegedlys thrown in, and then he takes this plea deal. He then has just gone back to just vlogging, doing partying, but you'll notice a lot of it is just around the Georgia area. He's not really going around as much as he was, and people are saying that it's part of the probation. He can't go anywhere, but they're a lot of
Travel
things just seem all
restrictions are
kinds of off.
usually a part of probation.
Yeah, all kinds of things seem all kinds of off, especially with somebody who goes all the way over to this fucking channel, finds a stream from a year and a half, 2 years ago, clicks that thing, starts fucking randomly talking on it, and then never reply. It's very weird because you would think if he has, if he's at that level where it's going to bother him that much, he would have went back. He did not. Or maybe he did, and he just did not want to reply to what he was asked. Am I bullying? Am I being unfair? Should I just take this man and his rise from the ashes at face value, Akujin?
No, fuck that guy.
I feel like I'm being maybe I'm being judgmental here. Maybe I just want him to be a horrible person, and I'm not thinking this through.
I don't know. There seems to be a lot of evidence of being a
You
freako.
say that. You say that. I don't know.
If he's not doing the right thing,
Anyway,
he's definitely. And, you know,
at least a little bit.
taking the plea deal, I mean, to me that says two things. It says that there was a reason why the prosecutor didn't want to try the case. I don't know whether that is because of COVID, or I don't know whether that's to avoid a trial because maybe they didn't have strong evidence. The evidence may not have been there for the prosecutor to go for some more severe charges, so they plea down for a lesser one. But him, the only reason you would accept a plea deal is if you're guilty, right? I mean, or you think you're going to lose. And why would you
One of the two.
lose if you're not guilty? I mean, I know injustices happen all the time, but I don't know. I've listened to one or two big brain conversations in my time about whether the system of plea deals is unjust, inherently unjust, and even against the American Constitution. You know, right to not incriminate yourself. And I know that the plea system has been used to pressure a lot of people in a lot of bad situations into taking charges when they may not have been guilty as well. So,
yeah,
I'm not sure exactly what him taking the plea deal says about him, but there does seem to be strong indications that the dude is sus as fuck.
All right. There's also conversations that you can find where he's texting back and forth with people. And it's real conversations. I mean, both sides have said these are real conversations, and they do read much like what I just had there. But I don't know. Press 1 if you would care for me to find in the chat or find a recording of these conversations. They've been put on YouTube. Like, it's not like a thing that I've dug up or whatever. But it's a conversation between him and someone else, back and forth through text messages, where he says things very interesting. He makes sure to word things very interestingly. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. But fuck it. Even if you don't press 1, I'm going to find this shit. Somebody made a 3-minute and 45 or 49-minute or 3-minute and 49-second video to explain this shit. Give me a second. All right, this is on them. So let's just look at the fucking video thing. It doesn't have the text message, but here, this is an update of the things. This is them saying it, not me. They can be allegedly all day long, not me, and I'll find the text message video while you look at this video. Wu-Tang.
Okay, so am I throwing this up on the screen or just playing audio?
You could throw that one up throw it up on the screen, and we could play some audio. And like, if you hear something too egregious, we can stop it and have a little powwow about it for a second. But I have a feeling you're gonna see a whole lot that you're gonna think that about. You can show it to me too.
Hang on a sec. Hanging it up.
Oh,
To
it's okay.
put it up on screen.
No, they can't. They don't hear it. They don't. I got my hand over my mouth. This is like
Oh,
when
yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle turns around and he's not talking to the camera. He's talking to the other camera. He's talking. They can't hear this. It's just us. This is going fine.
That was a good show.
For a depressing topic, we're handling it pretty okay. Fucking hate these people.
Yeah. I also fucking. I like the other kids.
Did you know Malcolm in the Middle in the intro actually showed an old WCW match between Bret Hart and Chris Benoit? Of all the
Yeah.
things they could have shown. Yeah, that's what they showed.
I really like the dad. He's fucking fun. The younger brother. Just
Krubu points out,
Malcolm
well, fleeing the
himself was
country,
always bit of a whiny.
absolutely a whiny motherfucker. Let me get this Krubu. This is a good comment here. Well, fleeing the country after raping and stuffing a kid into a trunk is also a pretty good indication of guilt and not wanting to be caught. Allegedly. I'm throwing it. You know.
Gadfly, the person who took the plea deal was Miko Worldwide. So, you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
In today's video, we shall be looking at 5 things you didn't know about the YouTuber Miko Worldwide.
I don't know if
The
this
Miko
girl is old enough to
Worldwide
be talking
channel
about this.
is owned by Michael Wolfgang Nico. Although he is popularly known as Miko Worldwide, his channel name. His YouTube has 77.4 thousand subscribers with 214 uploaded videos. He posts random videos that shares his life. Some of them can get a bit raunchy. Let us have a look at the 5 things you didn't know about Miko Worldwide.
Okay, before we go, I'm going
You're gonna speed her up.
I'm gonna drop the link to this in chat, and I would like everybody.
Let's watch it first.
Yeah,
Fuck.
saying, like everyone to go over there and give it a like.
What? You
Number
haven't
1.
seen it yet, and you're trying to get people to go like it for you. It could suck.
Right.
I'm gonna wait to see if it sucks first.
Alright.
Convicted by United States Justice. Nico was reportedly convicted by the United States justice system on account of sexually abusing minors. The facts of his case states that he supplies narcotics to 10-year-old minor and then proceeded to sexually abusing the child. He then finished it off and left the child tied to both his feet and arms and left unattended at the trunk of his vehicle. Number 2. Arrested
Okay,
in
pause.
Colombia.
That's the allegation. It's quite an allegation. That's quite a thing. That's not he flagged somebody. That's not he doesn't like my content. That's not he disliked my video. It's not that.
Yeah, this real shit.
Also, guys, you should definitely like it. Like, subscribe, flag the video. You know what to do. You know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go ahead.
Although the crime and conviction were set forth by the United States, Nico was arrested in the country of Colombia. He was detained in Medellin in a restaurant in Laurel's neighborhood, one of the most, if not the most touristy spots in the Medellin. He was then handed out to the Migration Colombia to start his deportation process. Number 3. Crime repeater. One may not believe the
What was it? So he was deported because of number 1?
Yeah.
Alright.
Number 2, he got arrested in Colombia over that, and then was deported back to the States.
Right.
crimes Nickel did, as he is a public figure, and these influencers know best to be away from public scrutiny. However, the abuse was one of repetition. Back in 2012, he was also indicted for sexual crimes against another minor, also
I think she meant to say indicted.
10 years old in the
Think so, too.
United States, also 10 years old in the states of Georgia. Number 4.
That was rough.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Charity fakes.
Okay,
Officials
yeah.
suspect that
Keep going.
Nickel's act of charity works may have been staged after all in order to cover up his abusive nature. Colombia authorities who arrested the
food
YouTube
drives in
identity
these,
stated that
starving
his
neighborhoods
visiting
kind of thing.
another countries and publishing charity-related videos was a front to sexually abuse children all over these places. What do you guys think? Comment down below your thoughts. Number 5. Increasing subscribers. Despite his unclean history of crimes, statistics show that his subscriber rank is going up. His like rate is also 2 times higher his dislike rate. He also holds a high rate for views watching his live streams. Do you want to subscribe to Miko Worldwide? Comment your thoughts.
What a weird way to end the
Leave
video.
a comment in the comment
I'm
section
going to
below
spend an
if
entire.
there's
Hold on,
anything
pause.
else you'd like.
Spend the entire video explaining how he kidnapped somebody, how he did all this horrible shit. Final question. Do you want to subscribe to Miko Worldwide? Look in the description. Tell us in the comments. Shut the fuck. YouTube. God. Anyway. So that's what was supposed to have happened. That video was made a month ago, by the way. The video was a month old. Miko Worldwide is walking around talking shit to people. Look, I got views. Alright. I don't think anybody says you didn't, but nobody actually thought. I didn't think he would have gotten off or gotten out. But yeah, that's where we're at. We're now at a spot where Miko Worldwide is walking around saying crazy shit like that. Where the fuck is it? I wonder if the guy took it down, because there is something that the guy said in the going back and forth with the text messages with Miko Worldwide. He exclaims that he does not like gay people, so he doesn't trust Miko anyway. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that's probably gonna get the video taken down, but still. Where the hell? Miko Worldwide threatened somebody. Okay, yeah. He apparently throwing out threats to people who talk about it. That's what's happening now. So we'll probably get threats on the video. So that could be a thing, but we didn't really put them in the title or anything, since we we were building up to the thing. Didn't want to really tell anybody what was happening as we talked to it. But I don't know. His thing is, if you talk about him, then he's got to pull his shit. He's going to go over there and start with, hey, I have a lot of subscribers. Like, nobody cares, dude. You're a creep. I mean, how can anybody give a shit? Look, this is how warped it feels when you talk to somebody like this. That video is explaining all the shit you just heard in that video. We're talking about that. That's what he's accused of. Think of how warped the world is, where a reply to that is, I have a lot of subscribers. That's where we're at. Let that marinate for a second. Just let it just kind of soak in that one there. Enjoy it. That's where we're at now, guys. Somebody will be accused of some crazy shit, some heinous shit like that. And boom. Just put up a big block. It just throw their hand up. It's a big shield. It's like, nope. I have a lot of subscribers. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, Jim Jones had a lot of followers. Still good. Also true. The weird way of going door to door with it. That's what gets me. That's what makes me weird about the whole thing. Is that he's just going to videos that talk to him and say, "Hey, I have a lot of subscribers, so fuck you." Yeah, nobody said you didn't. The main thing people were trying to talk to you about was you see this fucked up thing you did here. Honestly, I didn't want to talk to him about it. I was just pointing it out. You know, it's go fucking rot in a hole somewhere for all I care. I don't give a fuck. But a lot of these people would probably they'd go back and forth with him, whatever. But it's not my thing. He's a piece of shit. He's a creep. I don't want any part of it. The I'm trying to think about it. And if I remember right, we had 2 or 3 people on that day when we talked about that in particular, and just when the story kept escalating, you know, the drugging children and doing what he did to the children, then taking children, put them in trunks, and it kept going, kept going, kept going. So you just see the way that people were reacting. It's just holy shit! Like this is a YouTuber, and you never hear about this guy. Like the commentary community, they're not talking about that, and they're bitching about some girl watching anime. You know, somebody clicked dislike too many times. Somebody clicked the button. That's a big deal. Meanwhile, you got that dude out there like harming children and shit. Weird. Weird, but that's just how it is. It is what it is. It's just how people deal with shit. I can't stand it, but it's how people deal with the shit. You know, they look at it and, oh, we're not going to get very many views talking about this YouTuber with almost 100,000 subscribers who's definitely preying on children and all this shit. Definitely, allegedly, whichever. One and the same in some cases, aren't they?
Allegedly, definitely.
It's irritating, isn't it?
It is.
So, I don't know, I don't know, is anyone in the server want to say a word or two about the thing and not end up saying anything too crazy, get everybody like knocked offline of things? I'll open up and let somebody come in and talk for a second or two. I just don't know who. Because again, we're like on Christmas week. We're talking about this shit. But at least we have gotten commentary shit out of the way on day 2. There's still other days. I want to say we'll have a stream on the day before Christmas, but maybe not. It might be like, because like day before Christmas for us, that's gonna be Christmas for you.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do like, I don't know. We may stop on like Thursday. Would be Thursday for you. We'll see. Tomorrow may be the last one. We may do one. I don't know. We'll see what happens for Crimmus. We're gonna see what we're doing for Crimmus. But we have knocked this out already. Talking about awful shit. I feel like we've gotten quite far with it. Tackled it out of the way. got to where we can do the other things, which is always good. Get it out of the way, sweep it. And one of these was definitely, you know, far and away, one of these was way worse than everybody else, I think.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I'd forgotten about the Miko thing.
Oh, you'd forgot about him?
Yep. That's why I thought you were talking about the whole he tried to sex traffic me chick. Was most.
Oh, fair play. Ben C said, don't forget the wake up Instagram incident. Wasn't that like 2 years ago? That was a year or two ago. That was a while back, wasn't it?
It was pre-COVID.
That was a while back. It still goes on the list of shit that those guys did. That was a minute ago. This is a countdown to Sergio's birthday morning? Oh, not quite. Not quite. When is your birthday, Sergio? How far is it? Surely not very far. Oh, weird, fun story for those who want to know it. A pigeon was caught with 178 ketamine pills in a little backpack today.
Wow. That's impressive. You know, that the pigeons, you know, they're trying to break themselves out of poverty and they're starting to try and move up in the world, make moves, own territory.
Yeah, so the Kumite rave is off. Suds got busted on the way over. So December 30th is Sergio's birthday. Good shit. Good shit. But the Kumite rave is off. Sorry, guys. Suds could not, he didn't come through this year. So, direct your hate mail to the person who may have taken a hammer to his wings before. It wasn't me. You know who it was. Anyway, do you have anything pleasant? Do you have anything pleasant? I mean, we got birds getting busted for fucking drugs here.
I think that's pretty pleasant.
Really? We're busting birds for drugs? You know how long he's going
the
down
idea
for?
of drug dealing birds amuses me.
You say that. You don't know how long he's going down for. You don't know what the consequence will be for that bird.
Hey, everybody knows the game when they get in.
Oh, here's
Everyone
something. Quick
signs the
random thing.
waiver.
Do you remember that show we watched, the 90 Day Fiancé shit? We looked at a couple of those episodes. You remember that?
Poor old guy with the picture of the chick on his
Yeah,
shirt.
the one with the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, one of the other people from that show, she's making $50,000 a week by selling her farts in a jar.
Really? Can do that?
Yes. Yes.
You know, Tonka, I have a great marketing business opportunity for you. I'd like you to come in as...
I'm not sure if this is a good point. This might be a bad idea, man.
No, this would be a great investment in your financial security future. Trust me.
Just put a hot girl on the cover of the jar.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll put Bella on the jar and I'll produce the product.
Also, Gadfly13 said Liz has been playing with pigeons again. Obviously. So, selling farts is the new market, and we're going to try to get in. Is that what you're saying?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money.
$50,000 a week is a lot of money for farts.
It's it's a lot of money on its own. It's especially a lot of money for fucking farts. I didn't realize how much money I've been wasting my entire life. Just literally throwing into the atmosphere.
Just throw it into the atmosphere.
But seriously though, how fucking fucked up is that we live in a world where a person can make so much money. There are so many hundreds of thousands, millions of people starving below the poverty line, but somebody can make absurd amounts of money selling parts, and people are buying them. There are people buying it. That's how she's able to make the money. That's the world we live in.
Yes?
This is terrible.
No, you're just saying that.
No, I don't want to be on this planet anymore. We need to find a society to live in.
Yeah, this one is pretty lame. It is pretty lame. One thing that we could improve on would be that, but there's a million other things that we've let it get out of hand, man. Just saying. Oh, hold on. There is yet another store that we didn't mention, but it's not. Again, these are no longer in order. We're catching things on the way back down the hill now. Okay, it's just a quick sweeping kind of thing. Okay. Do you remember how we were talking about how that Sid Alpha guy was the one who was really good buddies with Rachel Messer, the voice actress lady, and they had taken everything that John Swan had said
Yeah.
at complete face value, and
yeah.
that's what they were running with, while Rachel Messer pretended that she was all about, some inside knowledge about a lawsuit. Remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
All right. Look in your inbox.
We have a problem.
Oh no. Why do you say that? Oh, I wonder if he deleted it. Well, better idea then. I'll get it to where you can get yourself like a screen grab or whatever of the fucking thing. Interesting indeed. So Sid Alpha had said something on this situation, much more updated than what he had said before, and it looks like he had taken that down. Does it work now? Can you find it? No feedback. This guy hates my guts. It's fine. I'll keep scrolling. Also, John Swan a month ago was offering copyright law lessons.
Oh, the
He
tweet.
wanted to dispel rumors about the copyright system for people if they were interested. Eh? Man, do you want one? You down?
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
It does seem that this tweet has.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to take a screenshot.
Ugh. What is this? I get sent things. It's brutal. Feel like you should mention this. No, I should not mention all the things. Only some of the things. So, the set alpha thing is funny, but I don't know if you have to do a whole lot of work for. I don't know. If it's worth all that.
Nice. Done. Put it up.
Jesus. Oh, the cocaine hippos. There were updates on that. I think they're gonna make it. I think they're getting rights. You looking forward to that?
The which?
The cocaine hippos. They're getting laws passed or in their favor. You know.
Cocaine hippos.
Yeah. Escobar's hippos. They were drug mules.
Okay. So what's happening? They're getting new laws passed against.
They were trying to lock up the hippos or kill them.
Right.
They're giving them rights and all kinds of extradition shit's being talked about.
Yeah, the war on drugs makes a lot of money. A lot of people are invested in seeing it continue and
But do
even
we
escalate.
have to hang these hippos' lives in the balance over drugs?
Well, same thing applies to the hippos as applies to the pigeons. You know, you want to get in the drug game, these are the risks.
All of these people. Like, I'm getting sent like links to where people had posted tweets for what were like, they're all gone. But
That also doesn't exist.
yeah, I was sent the there's the message from it, so you can tell like that's what it looked like when it did exist. That's so fucking. That's fucky. It was one of the tweets where Tipster was talking about how Nick is fatter than him. Oh. It's rough on the commentary end of things here lately. Were these actual hippos or big ladies? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. I think it was actual hippos. Real hippos. The real deal. Hippos. Tusks and all.
Real hippos says quality.
Mm-hmm.
People don't go on about finished scars.
Oh. Okay. So, I sent an extra thing. Apparently, one of the guys that we talk about other things, it was Ralph. He put out a hat that has like a bunch of text on it, but the only text you can read is Kid Diddler. Did you know about that?
What?
Ralph made a fucking hat. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And all the text on it is tiny.
Uh-huh.
Except for the bottom text, which in big letters just says Kid Diddler.
This guy just can't stop winning, can he?
I told you, yeah.
Just every single day, every single way. He keeps on getting better and better.
I think that's a good place to quit. No more. Okay, somebody might have it in their head to send me something else to talk about. No, I think that's good enough. When a guy makes himself a hat that just says Kid Diddler on it, who's gonna top that?
This isn't a Photoshop, by the way, for the people out there in audience land. He has
Oh
this hat.
no. Do you know what's all right? Here's what I'm being told. What's happening right now that's the big deal with commentary people is Bo Blacks again for the dumb shit he says. And if you can't say baked square of bread, it's can't say what a Ritz is, then you can't say what he says on Twitter. Put it that way. So that's what they're all into right now. And I think we said that forever ago, that they're always going to be cleaning up after Bo Blacks because he's a fucking idiot. And none of them will do anything about it because he has a bunch of subscribers and they all want to piggyback on it. He'll keep stealing shit. He'll keep being an idiot. He'll keep fucking people over. I don't know. I don't know why any of them haven't just, you get the chain of boats and you're kind of, pulling one of the boats along. Dude, just cut that shit. Just cut that shit. Just cut the rope. Let him set sail out there. Just let him float off into the fucking ocean somewhere. It's fucking Bo Blacks. So, well, Bo Blacks looks like a fucking fork. You're not wrong. You are not incorrect. Oh, a dork. She meant not a fork. A dork. Also, does anyone have any opinions on who's going to buy the fucking hat that Ralph made over there that's sitting over in the corner? Who's gonna walk around with that hat on?
Miko Worldwide.
Miko Worldwide. You got my punchline before I got that. I was gonna say, with the exception of Miko Worldwide, I don't really know. Maybe Gary Glitter. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. Oh. Okay. Are you ready for why Bo Blacks is a fucking idiot and it will never change? And the people around him are fucking idiots, and they just use him to do dumb shit so they can perpetually make content. Put that picture up real quick. This is peak them. This is peak idiocy. Just being a fucking idiot. Gonna lose all your shit. Again, I don't hate these fucking idiots, but they're top tier dumbasses. He's fucking idiots. I too was gonna say Gator. I guess still under. Oh, that guy still under 40. Sergio, you are correct. That big, pink skin, gray headed man, that he is under 40. Yes. Boax looks like a fucking fork, dork. Fork is betterer, Gator. Oh, what the fuck? Bosky Squelch can't talk either. A bunch of people just quit being able to talk all of a sudden over there. I don't know what's going on with you guys. But
When this is the shit that you're posting, anything that happens to you, you brought it on yourself. You know what you did.
you're forfeit. You're forfeiting. I don't know. What would you say about it?
It's just
Somebody just brought that to you, like, fucking said, "Hey, what should we do about this guy? What do we do? You're working for Twitter. What do we do with this guy?"
well, based on the guidelines of the platform, have to get rid of the Twitter. Maybe get rid of, I don't know, whatever system they've got built up.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, if that's your job, right? You're getting paid by Twitter to do that. Look
Yeah.
for infractions of the terms of service. That's what's feeding my family. Then yeah, I'm gonna go after this.
That's fucking foolishness. I don't know how or why they would want to throw that up there to think that, this is gonna work, everything will be cool. But hey, good luck. Everybody will always be the bad guys for telling them that they're fucking idiots, or telling them, no, you cannot steal my shit, or telling them, hey, stop being fucking morons. Hey, stop fucking lying about people. Hey, stop making shit up for views. Hey, stop doing that. You can keep saying that, but you're always going to be the asshole for doing that. It is what it is.
Closing out the year strong.
They are.
Going out with a bang.
It is. Augie is posting where he. I don't know. He's posting the N word. This is where they're at, I guess. And look, it might work. They may be the new edgy boys on the block. Yeah, they might get somewhere with that. D Live is probably where they will get with that.
Stupid prices.
Wait, what's the new one? Where is everybody at now? Where are all the band people? Remember, it was Stream Me, then it was D Live, or it was D Live, then it was Stream Me, then it was D Live again, then it was something else. Like, where are they all bouncing to now? Where are all the cool fucking idiots collecting lemons these days? Ruin Christmas and expect me to be able to type correct. Who ruined Christmas? That's nonsense. Christmas it's still good. It's like that episode of The Simpsons when the pig's flying through the air and it lands in sewage and he's like, "Oh, a little sewage. It's still good. It's still good. Just some leaves, just some grass. It's just got some mud. It's still good. It's still good." Odyssey or whatever it's called. Whatever Odyssey is, that's where all the cool kids are now.
It's just fucking annoying because these big-brained, intellects debating on this on Twitter right now. It's this same.
It's only going to make it to where you can't say shit.
Yeah, it's this same sort of big-brained intellect that got you into this situation. That was the root cause, and you're just continuing it on. It was a bunch of big-brained idiots talking about the word, And now the thing happens, and you're doing the same shit. And you're also drawing a target on your back.
I don't know.
What are you going to win from that? What's to be gained? Then weigh that up with what's to be lost. Then you'll figure out it's not a
Wait.
smart fucking
Some people
idea
might.
to go the way that
Wait,
you're
wait.
going.
Some people are on Odyssey because that dispatch guy or whatever runs it. But there's plenty of them that are never going to bother with that shit because that fucking idiot runs it. So, where are the other people? It's like Ralph will never be on there, or is he? Did Ralph finally bend the knee? Go begging to be on the website of one of the people he don't like? Or maybe they did like each other. I don't remember. They're such fucking losers. It's really hard to give a shit. Ah, there's Jess. Hey, Jess, Merry Christmas. I'm just asking, Jess, do you know of another website people are doing their live streams on other than the Odyssey one? Because I feel like Ralph and a couple of others, they hate that guy so much. They would never go to his fucking website. They would go somewhere else. It just doesn't seem like it would make sense or work. Jess knows a lot about like the weird live streams, shit like that. That's why I ask. Rumble. Okay, is fucking Ralph on Rumble? People were telling me to go on Rumble back in the day, and I was like, I don't know. And then if I find out Ralph's over there, it's like, oh,
I went there the other day to watch
was Ralph over there?
I didn't see him. I went over to watch an interview. Watch an interview between Dr. Peter McCullen and Joe Rogan. The things he was saying, that would have never been able to have discussed.
Fuck. But all right, Maya says they don't know that dude is in charge of it, and then he says Ralph is on. So Ralph will be on Odyssey, and he doesn't know that the guy that he hates is in charge of it because Ralph's a fucking idiot, I guess, and he doesn't look into who he's paying. That's almost perfect.
He doesn't care. I mean, he'll eat at any trough that'll have him.
At this point, yeah. He doesn't have much choice. He's just some fucking Ralph. He's just some Ralph. So, I touched on almost everybody. Pretty much touched on. Hold on, somebody posted something. Ralph is on Odyssey. Poor bastard. Oh my god, he's doing like 11-hour streams and shit. Ah. Well, I guess, I hope it goes wellish. Yeah, he's gonna need that money. But 11-hour stream, Jesus Christ. An 11-hour stream, look at. He's not doing so hot anymore. But he's on a website I've never fucking heard of. Ran by a piece of shit. Fucking. He's still doing shit that makes him a piece of shit. Like, yeah. No, it's not gonna fucking work. So, yeah. Best of luck on him. Is my heart bleeding since a heart was given to surgery? It looks like it was bleeding. Man, it's very unfortunate. But did you ever think it would wind down to that for fucking Ralph?
Yep.
If I'm looking at the thing, I think
Yep.
our
Everywhere that
Thanksgiving
Ralph
episode.
has been going in the past 6 months, this is exactly where I expected him to go. Heart attacks, car accidents, obesity, diabetes, drug abuse, getting kicked out of absolutely everywhere,
Yeah.
smoking crack in a street and streaming it.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is exactly where I expected Ralph to be. I don't think he's going to be around by next Christmas. Things seem to be taking a toll. Body is starting to say, hey, cut the shit out, man. He's like, nah, fuck that.
Here's what's rough. We didn't stream for a couple months. Come back, do the Thanksgiving stream, and that stream got about as much as a kill stream gets, from what I'm seeing here.
What happens when you fire the talent? Rand's gone, and he's looking for any Australian.
Australian?
Somebody tagged me in that on Twitter. Fucking Ralph saying that he was looking for any Australian to replace Randbot.
He should have typed that there ain't no Australians looking for him. Jesus. Jesus. Wait, what is this? We have a skinny Ralph crack streams by next year. No fucking way. Like, that's the thing. He's at a point where I don't think he could lose weight without it being a bad way to go. Like, his body doesn't want to lose a lot of weight at this point.
I don't see him.
But maybe that, I don't know. Maybe that's me being grim.
Oh, you were being grim. I don't see him losing any weight except through decomposition.
Okay, well, there you go. You got me. You can trump me on that one then. What is this? Another streaming site. It was something like Trolla, but I know what Trolla is. It isn't Trolla. It was something else. But I know he was on another site. It started with like TR or something.
Provo. Anyway.
Wow. People are this whole thing with the slur debate. They're digging in, dude. I had clicked and started scrolling around in some of the tweets. Like, people are digging in on the slur thing. They're going to double down until we're not allowed to say shit. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Thanks. I hate it. Appreciate that, guys. It's their right or whatever. Okay. Augie also put out a post that said, it's time for people to just own their racism. Fuck it. Why wouldn't you at this point? Obviously, no one gives a shit, so just take the mask off. Instead of pretending like objective definitions like slurs don't exist.
I thought you guys told us that Boblex wasn't racist.
I think.
Are you telling us that he is?
Well, the thing with Augie is oh, well, everybody's trying to be racist over here with us. What he's completely ignoring is how he's been pushing this thing, what was it, N-word gaming? But they didn't use N-word. Do you remember that? They were pushing that forever?
Yeah.
Was that about racism? Was that racism then? Like it is now? Yeah, I feel like I feel like that didn't count because it was them. I feel like that's always the fucking case. That doesn't count because they did that. You know, you probably can't find it because they all erase their Twitter every other week. But they love to tweet about a YouTube channel that they always push called N-Word Gaming. But with the actual word there. They love to push it. They love it. It's one of their favorite fucking things to push. They think it's so funny. They love to do it. But now we got an issue with this. Now I'm sure if someone were to bring up that channel to them and how they pushed that channel and promoted the channel, I'm sure they would be like, well, hey, that was jokes. That was fine. It's not a big deal. It's not about being racist because I said a word. But we gotta pretend. Gotta pretend. Aren't you excited to pretend about something that doesn't matter this much?
I'm
Aren't you excited?
super stoked about it. I can't wait to
Now, for those of you who are wondering the context of the argument that we're talking about here, if you're wondering if I'm being unfair to what Augie's posting, here's the context. Feel free to throw that up there, Akujin. See if I wasn't being unfair in my reading to him. Leaving the context out actually makes it sound better. I don't know. The foolishness. But I'll get told, well, you just don't like it because this or this. No, I don't care. But I also know it's stupid. I think what he's doing is dumb, but I don't care that he's doing it. Feel free to do it. But also don't expect me to act like you didn't know what was coming. This entire this misconstruing of oneself into being a hero and a freedom fighter because you bitch and moan online about not being able to call people slurs. It's not going to get very far. It's not gotten far for anyone before you. It won't get far after you. And there you go. That is the context of the line that I just said a minute ago. That's the entire context of the line. That is why he said it. That's why he brought it up. That's who he was replying to. There's your context. It was not being unfair to the guy. I don't want to be unfair to the guy. Again, I don't hate them. I think they're fucking idiots. That's it. They're just stupid. But when you write, I don't know. When you write that shit, you don't know what you're doing to yourself down the road. But luckily, I think he's, he's one of those that wipes his Twitter every week. Is he one of the? I know Diorio is. Does Augie do that too? Where he just wipes his Twitter every week or two?
Maybe a bit longer when cleans.
Well, that might help him out to stick around a little longer or whatever. But they're doing all this shit, and then they're gonna tell you whenever they get banned. I have no idea why I was banned. I never say anything out of line on Twitter.
Yeah, this is an injustice.
I'm a little edgy. Ugh. Prefer everyone be able to show their ass. I like laughing at clowns. Well, it would be nice. It would be nice. But I remember if somebody can be flagged off of Twitter just because a bunch of people spam it. You know, a bunch of people go through shit and do dumb shit. it serves the reason that, and it's not like people are unaware of that. Like, people know you can just mass flag somebody and take them down. It serves the reason that people be like, okay, well, if that can happen to them, I definitely should not push it too much. And it's not like you can't get your point across without doing that dumb shit, but they must do that dumb shit to get their point across. Oh, I saw another thing here. Another thing over here. We were, it's an archive of the tweet, just in case it goes away. This is legal. This is legal. Very smart thing to go with. Archives are interesting things. They are interesting things. People will tell you, oh, that doesn't exist, and then you show the archive, and it's like, wait, that's not real, and then show the archive to other people, and it's like, well, no, it looks like it's real. It's just an archive. And, it plays out fun. The archives are fun to play with. And I guess he's secretly got clown shoes under the bed. Well, they still managed to make it not a secret, even if you catch around that. You can't hide clown shoes. They squeak when they walk, though, said Threat. Exactly. You can't hide clown shoes. When somebody's a clown, you can't hide it. You can want to hide it. You can want to, try to, dress it up and hope that you can get around with not being a clown. If you're a clown, there's nothing you can do about that. Within 15 minutes of talking to you, people know you're a fucking clown. For instance, the Mona Lisa argument. Big fucking sign that you're talking to a clown. Crazy shit like that will let you know who you're talking to. Bro, so getting real tired of these assholes and their constant need to push an unnecessary boundary. Might make a channel called that. Well, again, it's not that I'm anti saying something. None of that has anything to do with it. It's that you know what the rule is. You know what you're allowed to do. You know what you're not allowed to do. And you know that if you keep breaking the rules and you keep trying to find ways to go around the rules to break them, that they're going to push down more rules on things and make it even more of a pain in the ass.
Also,
So,
there's an
could you not?
intelligent way to make an argument, make a point, and then there's just being a fucking idiot and just spouting whatever comes out of your mouth. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they're doing. If you actually gave a shit about this issue, you would attempt to approach it seriously, in a serious fashion, so that you were taken seriously.
Accurate. What the man here said. If you gotta know how to navigate the waters you're in. I prefer smooth sailing. Most people do, but sometimes that ain't what you get. Sometimes your way to get to the other side of the water is a little treacherous. Maybe it's a little stormy. Maybe the waves ain't on your side. I mean, you can still get to your destination. You just figure out a different way to get there. Clearly saw clown shoes in the shitty messy room and the shit video streams in closet. I remember that. That was dirty. Dirty! Takes longer and ain't nobody got time for that, so Jessica. Fair enough, it does take longer to figure out who the clowns are. It goes from about 5 minutes to 15 minutes. And this is true. They're children pushing boundaries just for the sake of pushing boundaries, then crying that there is boundaries. Accurate. You sit there and tiptoe on that boundary, knowing that that's the only reason that you're doing it, is to fuck around with that boundary. And then you act like people are, oh, I can't believe you would do this. Why would you say anything about me doing this thing that I did specifically to get this reaction? Am I turning into a curmudgeon? Akujin, is this an old people thing?
I don't
And
think
just the older you get, the less you give a shit.
I don't know, maybe they say with age comes wisdom. And the wisdom is knowing what you can say and what you should. The difference between what you can say and what you should say.
Okay, well, the older you get, do you have less patience for that shit?
Yeah. I used to do all that sort of shit. So it makes me double cringe. I was like, yeah, I was an edgy boy. But it's not where to make a point. It's just stupid. And you're just creating drama for yourself. Maybe that's the intended effect. Creating drama for yourself to entertain yourself, distract yourself from your life.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But it's okay. Not a biggie. But I can I can appreciate that perspective coming from him because I think that a lot of people still see you in the vein of an edgier person. When I would say over the past year and a half or so, you have definitely mellowed out to a degree, but beyond that, you've I don't know, what would be the word? Not matured. I would say you've matured some too, but
Oh,
I just feel like you've gotten a little wiser. Maybe is the best way to put it.
maybe some of 'em- as people get older, as you grow, you mature, you change your opinions sometimes. I guess I'm still coarse as fuck.
Oh yes. Oh, there's that.
The old
But
sledgehammer to a thumbtack.
yeah, you downgraded to a slightly smaller sledgehammer, man, a mallet of some sort. So I don't know, just thinking about things again, and then I'm scrolling around. Do you want to see something else funny? We'll just take a couple clips or something, and we're gonna be cruel. I'm gonna be cruel. You don't have to be cruel. Do you want to be cruel, Akujin? I'll let you be cruel.
Is this the last
Hmm?
thing? Is this from the pond?
Hmm? It's from the pond.
Alright.
It's from the pond. So did you saw what he said?
Yeah, I saw what he said. I'm
Um,
saving it now so I can put it up.
it didn't take much, but we did get him to bait and keep going. There's a bigger problem for the poor fucking bastard. We can do shows like once a month, and he's bitching that it retains an audience. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not like we're fucking Pro South and have a revolving door because the fucking bookers won't stop trying to fuck everybody. But beyond that, it looks like Foul has started doing his Foul thing again. Now, do you guys remember what Foul's big thing was? Like he has like 10 gigs or so of stuff about this cam girl that he obsessed about years ago. Like he stacks up. He will find a female and he just obsesses. You can't you can't not obsess about females, guys. Oh my god, you gotta obsess about the female. His new female that he is obsessing about appears to be Caitlin.
And I bet she's so happy.
She's so excited, I'm sure.
So yeah, you didn't expect this in your stocking this year, but here it is.
Now, if you remember, I clarified earlier that the reason that we didn't leave yesterday's up as anything but members only was because of the conversation about some baked bread. And I guess baked bread triggered a duck. But I don't know why he's acting like he didn't watch it when it happened. You can see his thing there. He saw it. It's okay.
You were there.
He
You
knows.
watched. You're a fan.
Yeah, you were there. That's how you were able to sit there and like
You-
screenshot what Kaylin said in the chat, and why you're like, oh, it's someone who aiming to an IRL, so I'm guessing someone around the wrestling scene. Now he says that. Here's what you don't know: Foul is definitely on her Twitter right now. May or may not have accidentally clicked like on some things, and then tried to undo it. Like he's that guy.
Oh, that mistake. That's
He's that guy.
embarrassing. And then that fear that you do you feel that fear, Val? When you think, oh, are they gonna know? Are they gonna see it?
Me.
Have I blown my cover? Yes, you have. You've been spotted.
So apparently, Foul is under the impression, Kaylin, that you were afraid of what was said yesterday in the stream and everything. That is a big problem. So is it an issue here? Where are you afraid to say what you said yesterday? Did you hit us up and tell us that we should take down the stream because of what you said about Amy yesterday? Is that what happened, Kaylin? You talked to me and you wanted that had to come down because it wasn't important. That needs to come down. Like you's a bitch. You scared of that kind of shit. You like them kind of. Is that the case? Oh, I indeed did not. She said, "Well, this is catastrophic."
Well, she says that, but she also says that she's 4'1". You all know she's 4 foot.
Well, she says she's 5'1". That's lunacy. Okay, so no communication of removing the stream yet. The talk about that happened after the stream. We were informed that we had talked for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes about something. Maybe we should have wrapped up in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, baked
You know, a
goods can
certain
be
little British guy, but it's okay. Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, members only, no big deal. Not a problem. But yeah, apparently it was a problem. But he's doing that good duck shit again, where he's like, "Oh, it's a girl, guys. It's a girl."
I know.
Put
and
CPAP machine on face.
She just did the worst thing that she could have done. She said that her Twitter DMs were open. You just invited a vampire in. That's what you did. This person is going to suck up your time.
This will now become a time sink. They will be trying to tell you things about you that you didn't know about you, because that's how this shit works. Fucking loser. Foul especially. Foul is a particularly weak creature among them. They all drag him. They all make fun of him. One of the funniest things that came out of like the whole thing, where we got the fucking dump off all that shit, get rid of all those fucking losers. They did a live stream together. They tried to do a show together. When they did, Foul became so furious about talking about the X-Men that he left. Not just their show, but the server and everything. He was gone. He hated them because he wanted to talk about serious issues or something. I don't fucking know. He's foul. But that's what he did. It is what it is. Didn't make much sense, but that's how infallible Foul is.
Loves having people talk about the thing he wants to.
He wants people to think he has something to say. Like, he obsesses about girls he doesn't know. He pretends to have something to say about topics that he doesn't know a fucking thing about. Like, he's an uninteresting loser. That's his personality traits. Being uninteresting and being a loser. That's it. Full stop.
I mean, it's pretty sad and pathetic, and it says a lot about a person and their own self-esteem when they will choose to hang around with a bunch of people that they know see you as a joke, but you would rather that because they are the only people that will have you around.
Yeah,
They will
he's
have you
sitting
around
in there.
as a jester to make fun of, or a punching bag to
Ugh.
kick.
I'll make it worse. I'll make it worse on him. You
If they're
ready for
all
this?
you got and you take it.
I want to make it worse, and then you revise what you were saying here, okay? Now, if you remember at the beginning of the stream, we were laughing our ass off at what he was trying to do. You remember that?
I remember something along those lines.
Okay, so he starts off, before we even go live, the fucking weak-ass duck sits there, gets the link, posts it in a server where he thinks, well, at least people will take this seriously if I post it. He posted the link and added the quote-unquote Sisu core because, yes, they have a core of people to go at me because apparently it takes a core and they still fail at it. They've got like a little mini army of bitching about me 24/7 and they still can't get the fucking job done. It's the weakest shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. I would be so ashamed if I were these people. I wouldn't even know what to do. I wouldn't even bother waking up. Like my body would just refuse to get up out of shame. He posts that. Do you know what's happened since then? It mustered a whole 6 dislikes, Akujin. A whole 6.
All 6?
A whole 6.
Well,
I just went and looked
that
in the back.
sure
Keep in mind,
showed you. Now
two
you
of that is Bob and
understand.
Kairu helping him.
Now you understand the magnitude of what you are facing.
Amazing. But just so we gotta make sure that it's clear here. Just so you know, Caleb. You are under the microscope of the greatest duck detective there ever was. Be afraid. A whole 5 or 6 here. Maybe them, because maybe Kairu and Bob took him away. We'll just assume that, because that makes it less sad. But imagine you at a core. Hey guys! Hey guys! And you get 6. Got me! Boy, I feel mollywopped and or defeated. By the way, don't forget, like, subscribe, or flag. Whatever you want to do. You're grown. Do your thing there.
It's a very impressive core you guys have.
I am in fear of your battalion. Your little platoon there. But anyway, do you want to revise that thing you were saying a little bit more now with a little more context thrown on top of it? Just knowing how fucking pathetic the motherfucker is? I won't lie. With a certain group of people, I will take great joy in being a bully, walking up to them, stomping their head into the mud, and spitting right in front of them, knowing they can't do shit about it, other than sit there and bitch and moan to the other people around them. I will bully the shit out of you. I'll do it. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's a daily battle to stop myself from bullying the shit out of people like this who should have been shoved into lockers 15, 20 fucking years ago and nobody ever opened it back up. They should have been shoved in the locker and nobody ever fucking twisted that combination again. Terminally online pieces of fucking trash. I have no problem being cruel about it. So? Oh, wait, hold on. Jessica says she'll go in later or she'll send some boosts to Surge. But Val, I think you're going to be. I think you're going to be foul probably for the rest of your days. I know that you're watching because what else are you gonna do? Are you gonna go out? You gonna do something? You gonna get a girl? I think we all know the answer to that. No, you're gonna watch this show. You're gonna cry when we make fun of you. You're gonna obsess over the females in the chat that will never want anything to do with you. You're gonna sit and go back and forth with people who hate your fucking guts in a server because you want to pretend that it's because of political reasons that they don't like you. No, they just don't like you. People just think you suck. They don't disagree with you. You're just trash. And now you're trying to pick out a new girl to stalk on for a while. Because that's all your fucking life is, homie. That's all you got. That's all life is at this point for you. You are in your fucking 40s. You're hooked up to a fucking breathing machine and you're obsessing over girls who will never even look in your fucking direction. You're hating on guys who can get girls. You're hating on guys who can fucking walk around, do what they want, spend their own money because they're not on government fucking assistance like your sorry ass is. Because you never wanted to fucking do anything. And then you bitch because, they won't send jobs to my area. Well, it's not like unless you consider your area your couch, there are some jobs around there. And it was pointed out to you. But again, to foul, no jobs in my area means no jobs in my living room. Therefore, there's no jobs around. But that's him. And that's why he's got a shitty life. That's why things suck for Infallible Foul. But at least we got another fucking girl over here that we can sit there and we can look at and we can gaze at and we can be, well, baby, she would like me. She would probably like me. You know, she's just another one of those they're brainwashed by a cult. Have you ever thought about maybe the fact that you might be in a weird cult, Foul? Well, for you, I think it's a cult of one. I think you go around and you try to join other random cults because nobody's ever been nice to you. Nobody's ever actually liked you for the person that you were. And even people like me who try to give you a fucking chance about it, you can't stand the fact that they end up liking other people more than they like you. Even if they give you the time of day, they always will have more time for someone else. And you can't stand that. You can't stand the fact that even if put on a pedestal, you have turned out into a goddamn a glorified sidekick character, even when put on a pedestal. Even when put on a pedestal, a sidekick. You'll never be the hero of any story, Foul. You're the duck. You're just the good duck. That's it. You obsess about girls. You have a cry about guys. And ain't neither one of them trying to be with you. And that's that.